Hello, my wonderful students. I have a special read aloud here for you guys for our science unit of our plant life cycle. We are going to read From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. And she is one of my favorite authors, and there's no illustrator listed. So I think she does her own illustrations. So look at the colors and the shading that goes in. It is just beautiful. So From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons. Most plants make seeds. A seed contains the beginning of a new plant. Oh, there's a tulip, daisy, rose, pea, buttercup, a cornstalk. Ooh, seeds are different shapes, sizes, and colors. Wow. Those sure are different, and different textures too. Some are smooth, some are bumpy, some might be crinkly. All seeds grow into the same kind of plant that made them. So a sunflower seed will grow into a sunflower, and only a sunflower will make more sunflowers. An oak tree will only make more oak trees. Hi, Sherbert. She's down at my feet doing figure eights again. Many plants grow flowers. Flowers are where most seeds begin. Ooh, we're growing some zinnias in our botany kit. It's an apple tree, dandelion, aster. Ooh, a flower is made up of many parts. At the bottom, oh, let's start at the top. Here's the petal. The sticky part at the top of the pistil. Oh, in the center of the flower is the pistil, right there. The sticky part at the top of the pistil is the stigma. Stamens make yellow powder called pollen. So that's where the bees go. The parts of the flower around the pistil are called the stamens. There's the sepal, and the stem is right there. There are some leaves. At the bottom of the pistil are tiny egg cells called ovules. Cool. Lots goes into flowers. Before a seed can begin to grow, a grain of pollen, the yellow dots, from the stamen must land on the stigma at the top of the pistil of a flower like itself. This is called pollination. That's where bees and butterflies and sometimes hummingbirds come in to help too. Pollination happens in different ways. Often, wind blows pollen from flower to flower. Bees, other insects, and hummingbirds help pollinate too. While they visit flowers for their sweet juice called nectar, pollen rubs on their bodies. Then they carry the pollen to another flower where it comes off into its pistil. If a pollen grain from a flower lands on the pistil of the same kind of flower, it grows a long tube through the pistil into the ovule. This is the beginning of a seed. The seeds grow inside the flower, even as the flower begins to die. As the seed becomes bigger, a fruit or pod grows around them. The fruit or pod protects the seeds. That is cool, huh, Sherbert? When the fruit or pod ripens, it breaks open. The seeds are ready to become new plants. Some seeds fall to the ground around the base of the plant where they will grow. Some pods or fruits open and the seeds pop out. Sometimes when birds eat berries, they drop the seeds. Other seeds fall into streams, ponds, rivers, or the ocean. There, they travel on the water until they stick to dirt along the shore. The wind scatters seeds. Some seeds have fluff on them that lets them float to the ground like tiny parachutes. Others have wings that spin as they fall. Animals help scatter seeds too. They hide acorns and nuts in the ground. Some seeds have hooks that stick to the fur of animals or people's clothes. Later, they drop off onto the ground. A flower bed or vegetable garden is beautiful. Seeds are planted to grow in the gardens. That's what we've been doing. The seeds come in small envelopes or boxes. Directions explain how to plant the seeds and care for the plants. The beginning of a plant is curled up inside each seed. Food is stored inside the seed too. The seed has a coat on the outside to protect it. So there's the seed coat, and all the food and nutrients are inside. There's the beginning of the plant. So that's what bursts out and pushes through the ground and lets us see the seedling. A seed will not sprout until certain things happen. First, it must be on or in the soil. Then it needs to rain to soak the seed and soften its seed coat. That's why it's important to water after you plant something. When the sun shines and warms the ground, the seed coat breaks open and the seed begins to grow. This is called germination. A root grows down into the soil. The root takes in water and minerals from the soil for food. Up grows a shoot. Green leaves grow up from the shoot toward the sun. The plant grows bigger and bigger. The leaves make food for the plant from the water and minerals in the soil, the sunlight, and all the air around the plant. Finally, the plant is full grown. Buds on the plant open into flowers where new seeds will grow. Many of the foods people eat are seeds, fruits, and pods. They are full of nutrition, vitamins, and minerals, and they are tasty too. Ooh, so how to raise bean plants. Oh, we've done that in our botany kit. And then they have to get transplanted into pots. How Fun. Scientists who study plants are called botanists. Some seeds sprout only in the heat of a forest fire. Some plants live only for one season. They are called annuals. Other plants die at the end of the season but grow back the following year. They are called perennials. Plants in the desert, such as cactus plants, store water in their stems. They can live for a long time without rain. Mountain plants are short, so the wind can't blow them over. Plants move. Many flowers open in the morning and shut at night. Some close when it rains. Also, plants move toward light. We've noticed that, huh, Lynn, my science assistant? We've noticed that with our poppies and with our violas. And I actually just the other day had to rotate our oregano and parsley plants because they were growing outward and I wanted them to kind of spread over the pot. So we have definitely noticed that they sometimes open and close and they grow toward the sun. Some plants eat insects. These plants live in soil that doesn't have enough minerals for food. That's interesting. So they get things like iron from the insects. That is neat. The biggest flower in the world grows on the island of Sumatra. It can weigh up to 25 pounds and can be 4 feet across. So the width of this flower is about as tall as some of you. Wow. Oh my goodness. That is really cool. And this book is an AR level 3.4, but you can still read it and choose the option for it was read to me. All right, so a quiz. All right, and watch out for our next read aloud. See ya.